feature film in 2 days.
So I had this kind of moment epiphany about doing this film. And I called Mike Costello, my director of photography, and said,
can we do it? Am I mad? Is it possible? Yes, you are mad. But yeah, I think this is possible.
So I kind of put the phone down and thought, oh, I was expecting him to talk me out of it, basically. So then I called Mercedes and Ben.
Phil rings and says, now, you're going to think I'm completely mad and tell me I'm stupid, tell me to go away, tell me to never ring you at this time of night again, but I've got an idea.
How about doing this feature film about a guy who sells himself online? It's a comedy drama, and we're going to shoot it in 2 days.
At this point, I just looked at Ben and went, he wants us to shoot a film in 2 days.
If we're going to do this, I needed a tight team. You know, I had, you know, we've got the family of heads of departments and crew and people that I love to work with. But in terms of producing, I could not do this by myself. I could not produce this film by myself.
So I'm like, Phil, how are you going to pay for this film?
Quite graciously, everyone decided to put in the same amount of money to make this film.
So we very quickly decided that obviously it made sense for Mike to cover all things technical. Phil, obviously, the writing, the directing. Ben and I decided that Ben would concentrate on the casting of it, and I would therefore concentrate on all the other bits. So that's sort of all the logistics, pulling everybody together, making sure everybody was fed and watered, they could get to where they needed to be. All of those intricate little details that nobody else would have had time to sort out. So it's very clear early on that we trusted each other implicitly, and we each went off, did our own thing, and then reported back each evening as to where we were at. And that's it. That's the 4 producers came together as a team.
Hello.
Your name is?
Roy Walker.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a stand-up comic. I play a psychologist who tries to analyse the reasons for these things. You know, I got the script last night and I diluted it. What do you do when you press the wrong button on the computer? Here you are, Master Brew. Mm-hmm. That's nice. I tried that once myself. And now for a song.
So we've worked on a number of projects in the past, and initially they were short films that I wrote, and then he got me to act in them. And he went away one time and wrote a short film.
It was kind of the easiest thing I'd written. It was right around the time where there was that girl who was selling her virginity on eBay, and there was lots of crazy stories going on about people trying to sell things on eBay.
And the short film was the basis for this. And I actually asked Phil that at some stage I would like to rewrite it. I would like to be the person that actually took this into a feature-length film.
You know, we got talking about it, and we continued to talk about it for years, you know, that we really should do something with that idea, you know, what should we do? And it just sat there, and it kept coming back to us.
And eventually, I mean, I had all sorts of ideas of writing it for an American audience, and it lasting, it's a 2-week auction, and this guy was going to get steadily more famous over the 2 weeks, and he was going to fly down the Grand Canyon and meet loads of beautiful women. He wasn't married in the initial version. And then Phil said, look,
someone's going to make this film, whether it's me or someone else, someone's going to make a film like this. Because Aileen and I have talked about it a lot. Previously, we knew it was going to be one location. It's going to be inside a house, outside a house. Thought, great, shoot inside first, outside after. That's 2 days.
Yeah, you rang me and said, we're having a meeting on Wednesday about writing a script. And I'm going to shoot it in 2 days. And I said, okay. And I went away and started writing the story. And I'd finished writing the story by the time we'd had the second meeting, which was on the Thursday with Ben and Merck.
Which was a week?
No, it was less than a week. It was 4 days. And
that story was
the story of the script. It was the entire story of the script was written.
Yeah.
And then at that meeting, Ben turned around to me and said, "Yeah, we've met with people in London, and they'd like to see the script by next Wednesday. All right for you?"